Oh, here's...
Welcome back to SIDETRACK, everybody. Episode number 8, Dustin and Joe. And the number 2 studio again.
Yeah.
2 in a row in the number 2 studio.
We like this studio.
Yeah. It's a little more quiet in this studio.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. A little less to worry about in this studio. Is it not?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little
don't
bit.
have the footsteps upstairs.
Yeah, no footsteps.
Yeah.
No footsteps. No worries if somebody walking in. How much longer are you going to be?
Yeah.
Not that that happened, but you can certainly anticipate it would happen eventually.
Yes, sir.
But
you can.
Yeah,
What we covering today?
I think we're gonna do some bullying.
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 I don't like bullying people.
You don't like bullying people?
No.
Well, I don't like bullying either. I despise bullying.
I despise bullying too.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love the occasional, what I call it,
Rusing.
Rusing.
Yes,
Rusing?
you called it rusing.
That's probably the correct word.
I called it hazing.
Hazing. Yes, love the occasional hazing between the boys.
Yes.
Love that in the work environment.
But you gotta be able to handle it though.
Yes.
Just, you gotta know who you're doing it with, because some people can't handle that.
No, some people cannot handle that. Some people get very butthurt.
Yeah.
Did you experience any bullying growing up?
No.
None.
No. Every time this is
None
brought
whatsoever.
up,
Oh, you're just so damn cool.
Well, no, I just don't remember being bullied.
No.
I don't.
No.
I didn't.
Nobody ever insulted you to piss you off or anything?
No, not really.
You don't ever remember being insulted?
I mean, yeah, but that stuff don't bother me. I don't think insulting someone's bullying someone.
Well, I mean, insulting's a cousin to bullying, I would say.
No, I've been insulted, verbally harassed.
Verbally harassed?
Not bullied.
Okay, I guess bullying could almost be, I would consider it a constant from the same person.
No.
You wouldn't consider bullying to be a constant thing from the same person?
Oh.
I would say bullying
yeah,
would more so fall under that category.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Bullying from the same person, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or the same few people.
I just
Same
don't recall.
group.
I never got bullied, and I never bullied anybody.
Yeah.
And I just remember I didn't like bullies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I absolutely hated bullies.
Yeah.
Hated bullies.
I never understood how someone could be that mean to someone else. But, when kids bully people, it's,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kids.
Yeah.
It's kids. They don't know everything yet. They're innocent. But still, I mean, you get up into high school, I mean, it's damn near time to know right from wrong.
Yes.
And I felt like that shit happened less in high school.
I agree.
Honestly.
I don't recall too much of that in high school.
Yeah. Yeah. Middle school, that's probably the worst.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. I knew a couple. I don't remember his name. Always got picked on. But he was really small, like short, skinny.
Oh, so he deserved it. You're right. I remember a kid got picked on, but he was really small.
Well, I mean, that's
short,
why
skinny.
he got,
right,
picked on.
right.
But I don't even remember people I would label as bullies. And that can just be a product.
Yeah.
I don't have the memory.
Yeah. You know what? I'd have to say, honestly, I'd seen more of that in movies than I ever seen in school. I mean, like you say, I was a fat kid. I certainly had my share of things said to me.
Yeah.
Especially in younger years. But as far as like somebody that constantly just fucked with me.
One person. Yeah.
Nah, never really had that.
Yeah.
Never really had that. Even the 2 fights that I got into, those were spontaneous.
Yeah. What was her name?
What was their name?
What was her name?
Oh, what was her name? Oh. Yeah, I could be an ass and just say, her name was Mike. Fucker.
I don't remember a whole lot of.
Did you ever get any fights in school?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody, I got a cramp.
No, I did one where I got punched in the back of the head. That was fun. Nothing I remember.
So you just got punched in the back of the head, no sort of retaliation from you?
No retaliation from it. No.
Yeah. You were knocked out,
Yeah.
right? That's right. That's right.
Fucking sucked.
Yeah. I felt like I tried to get after it the next day.
I was in fights, but nothing like scuffles and stuff. That
Fights.
like I don't.
Okay.
I don't-
What started
I don't
those fights?
I
understand.
it's not worth it.
No. I'm not. I know you're not the type
Yeah.
to start a fight,
Yes.
or you would be, you just don't want it to happen.
No.
But at the same point, if somebody strikes you,
Oh yeah.
I don't see you just
No. You gonna whoop
standing
ass.
there and walking away.
Yeah.
Right.
What starts fights?
So what? No, the fights that you had. Any of the specific fights you can remember? What's caused the fight?
I don't know, man. I don't remember that stuff.
You don't remember what you just said?
I remember
you've been
getting
in these
hit in the
fights.
back of the head
Right.
because I got knocked out. That
Right.
stuff that sticks with you.
You know who did it to you?
Yeah.
You don't know why he might have done it to you.
Yeah. Well, I know why that happened. I was trying to break up another fight and got struck in the back of the head.
Oh. So you even go as far as break up fights.
I'd stay away from them if I can.
Right.
That particular instance.
Did you have a dog in this fight? Is that why you tried to break it up?
No.
So,
You know the two people.
oh, do I know?
Yes.
Okay, we have to explain to tell me afterwards. What were they fighting about?
Oh, I don't remember. They're just fighting.
Was that at school?
Yeah.
Well, you just tried to break it up
Kinda.
and got something nice for your good deed.
Kinda. Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Alright. Well, I had two. Sounds great.
I'm shocked you can remember this.
Well, I mean, these were events. I got suspended for both of them. I mean, damn. I'm sure you didn't get suspended for just getting popped in the back of the head.
I don't
Did
remember.
you? You don't remember?
I don't remember.
My God,
I don't have the memory for that stuff.
my God.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't remember that type of shit. I don't remember a lot from middle school. I don't remember a lot from elementary school. Shit, maybe I didn't get knocked out. How fuck if I know?
Well, I don't remember a lot, but there's certainly things that stand out. You know?
Yeah.
Shit. Totally forgot what I was going to say. I was just getting ready to say it. Totally forgot.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
I do. I'm sorry.
You're telling us
you're
about-
here. You can't remember.
Well,
Can't
I
remember nothing
genuinely
that
don't remember that type of
It's
stuff.
only like 15, 20 years ago.
I know. So I don't remember that
It's
type
damn
of
near
stuff.
like yesterday.
You were telling us about your two fights because you remember them.
Yeah, but I was getting ready to go somewhere else. But anyway, two fights I had. I remember the one. I was playing basketball. This one boy didn't want me to play basketball.
Because why?
For some reason he just didn't like me, I guess, as far as I know. But and after I tell you this, it's funny how this stuff ends up working. But anyway, so I was like, F that. I kept playing, went up for a rebound, and I got the ball, and there we went. He come up from behind me, picked me up, swung my ass over on the floor, busted my knee. It had water on my knee, they call it. Where it like swells up, you fluid on my knee, squish it around all in there. But I mean, right after that, it was stopped. We were in the gym, for Christ's sake, during gym class. And but after that, it was like totally cool. Like nothing had ever happened. Had no problem with me from the beginning. It's just weird to me how that works. But then on the other hand, the second one, this kid was, I guess you could say, was bullying in a way. Motherfucker kept talking shit to me, and then was walking behind me in the hallway. Just kept.
That's easy to be an asshole.
So I just turned around, shoved
Just annoying.
Yep. Turned around, shoved his ass, and off we went. I think I only got suspended for like a half day on that first one, but that second one I got for 3 days.
Now, when this event took place for you, did this happen over a period of time, or was this a single instance?
No, this was a single incident.
Does that even qualify as bullying?
Well, I mean, you can classify a period of time. I feel like a period of time of 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it kind of went on. I think it started in one class.
Gotcha. I always thought.
started some shit talking, and then it was poking me. Now this motherfucker also wore fingerless gloves around school.
I feel like bullying though is like same person on a specific person or group of people constantly, days, months, years, that
Yeah.
type of thing.
It wouldn't take me that long to get tired of it.
Yeah, well, not everybody can stand up for themselves, so.
I don't know if I can very well either, but I certainly get a wild hair enough to try. It don't take long for me to try.
I also feel like you said, that bullying takes place more in movies than,
Yeah.
But then again, you weren't bullied, neither were I, so.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
guess we
Can you
can't
really speak
comment
to it?
on
Can you
that
say how
part
it
of
feels?
Yeah.
But do you think it's a necessary evil? That's where I was going when I forgot my place. Do you think bullying is a necessary evil?
No.
To make somebody who they are?
No.
For some people?
No.
You don't feel like it can make somebody stronger?
I think it can, but again, it does if it's only going to benefit a specific amount of people.
Right. Right.
Certain people can't handle that.
Yeah.
So what are you implying though with that?
I don't know.
You
I
imply
think it's
if those
inevitable.
people that can't handle it
Yeah.
shouldn't what?
Shouldn't what?
Shouldn't be alive?
I'd say you shouldn't anything.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it sucks. I think there's a lot of different things like that. Some people can handle them, some people can't. Some people can handle death, some people can't.
Yeah.
Some people can handle bullying, some people can't. You know, some people can handle getting in a car wreck, some people can't. Afterwards, but
Yeah. Yeah. I do think bullying though. What I would want to know is how many people get bullied each year.
I think that's it. That's going to be a guesstimate
Yes. Okay.
in general.
do
Like
know
if you
that.
do find information, it's only going to be a guesstimate.
It does. I knew 1 in 5 teenagers from like 12 to 19 or whatever the hell it is, whenever you get out of school,
Oh, yeah.
report being bullied at some point.
Right.
Yeah. 1 in 5.
Well, then that's the other thing too. It goes back to what's being reported, a one-time incident.
Well,
Yeah.
it depends on your definition of bullying.
There you go. Well, we defined it as being bullied by the same person over a
Or group
period
of
of
people.
time, group of people
Yeah.
over a period of time. But
Bullying's different than like we were talking about like hazing. You know,
right.
that takes place more in like sports and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. You
That's
know, the
not
boys getting the
necessarily-
old wet towel snapped on the ass. Yeah.
I feel like that's different than bullying. Bullying is you are intentionally trying to harass them because you genuinely don't like them
Yeah.
or just don't like what they stand for, what they look like, whatever
Right.
whatever the case may be.
Right.
But hazing's different. You know, that's more fun-hearted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like almost in a way, because I don't know about you, but I enjoy the hazing, even when it's on me.
Yeah.
I enjoy it because I can laugh at it, and because I want to do it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's another thing. If you want to participate, you got to be able to take it as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
So I love it. I love it all around. I love
Mm-hmm.
giving people shit. I love catching shit. I love the going back and forth with it. You know, it's a lot of fun, especially here at the shop.
Yeah.
You know, this goes on in shops a lot. Shop talk, locker room talk. You know, that's what happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I when you're the new guy, you get it, and then once someone else becomes a new guy, then you
Yeah,
get to
then
give
you
it.
give it.
Yeah,
And then you get to give it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's always a perk to that.
Yeah.
But what was the? I can't remember the kid's name. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm good at do his name. There's that one kid in high school. I'm not gonna give his name half because I can't remember. But he hung himself. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Hey, Chris! Hey, everybody, it's Chris.
Hey, Chris, come back here.
Yeah.
Chris,
Show your face.
get back
You
here.
got a beard. Nobody's seeing it anyway.
He just rolled up in here.
Yeah, just roll right out.
What the hell? Get over here.
I don't want no parts.
Come on, you done walked in here. Get over here.
Didn't see me.
Yeah, get over here.
You didn't see me.
We'll review it
Everybody
back.
saw
We
you.
might see you. We'll run it back.
What are we talking about?
You said a kid killed themselves. Hung
Yeah,
themselves.
hung himself. You don't remember he left a note about being bullied?
No.
I don't
No.
remember, you know.
Wait a minute. I do remember this. Was it when we were in middle school?
I was going to say 9th grade.
Ninth
It
grade?
could have been 8th grade.
You remember the shop teacher in middle school?
Yeah.
Parker?
Parker, Mr. Parker, yeah.
I believe there was a kid. Because he had told us about it. Because he had told us about the boy's father. Like, he saw him at one of the football games.
Yeah.
And he was just laying into this kid. The kid that ended up, his
Yeah.
father,
Yeah.
he was laying into the kid that killed himself. And, but I mean, that was it. That was all I heard of it.
I just remember him, bullying was a factor in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I wouldn't go anywhere with it, just...
Yeah. Well, I would hope nobody kills themselves over bullying. People that bully, you know, they're assholes. They're stupid people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're only gonna be around you for so long.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, if you want to kick their ass, you want to attempt to kick their ass, you want to get a little revenge or get them back, do that. Don't take yourself out.
Yeah, but I don't think they
You
see
know,
it that way.
I know
As
they
a little
don't. I
kid,
know.
that's the end of the world.
Yeah, I know. Especially when you get up into middle school, you know, you're trying to prove yourself a little bit. You're
Yeah.
becoming more of a man. You want to,
Yeah.
you want to be a man.
Yeah.
You know, so especially if somebody's fucking with you, you don't want that happening in front of other people because just makes you look. I mean, they look like an asshole, but you know, I certainly understand if it makes you feel bad about yourself or makes you feel weak in a way.
Yeah.
You know, but I certainly find that once everybody becomes adults, man, nobody seems to be like that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. That's the one thing I need to make sure I instill in my daughter is that you treat people the way you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
That's key to me. Making sure she understands that, you know, she should be treated, you know, a certain way. She needs to treat everybody equally the same way.
Right. I like the one, which I think kind of goes hand in hand, treat people the way they treat you
Mm-hmm.
as well. I don't like the fact of, you know how, it could be with anybody, you know, say I come up here talking shit to you about somebody
Mm-hmm.
that I don't like. So what's that kind of automatically do? It kind of automatically, maybe not you specifically, because I know how you are, so I don't think you'll agree to it. But it kind of puts a bad taste in your mouth about that person.
Yeah.
Does it not?
Mm-hmm.
So now you may unknowingly
Mm-hmm. Already
interact.
judged them. Yeah.
What's that?
Already judged them.
Yeah, and maybe interact with them in a not so usual friendly way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, you know, as long as people show you respect, you show them respect. Really doesn't matter what they did to, you know, somebody else. And nonetheless, that's just hearsay anyway. Like if I came up to you bitching about something, that was just my opinion. You weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
That was my opinion of how it happened. So why should you treat that person any differently
Mm-hmm.
if they're totally respectful to you?
Yeah.
You shouldn't. I don't feel like anybody should.
Well, I feel like people are getting softer.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this. I
Sensitive.
think people are getting more rude and disrespectful.
Yeah.
I don't see people hold doors open for people anymore.
No.
I mean, you see it. Don't get me wrong, it happens. But not as much as it used to.
Right.
Or, like usually when I go into I see someone coming, I will open the door for them.
Yep. I always do.
Yes, I do too.
I enjoy it.
Yeah. But now, if I see someone open the door, they usually open it, go in first real fast, and just push the door.
Oh,
I
really?
notice that a lot
Oh,
more.
really? How you like it when you don't get a reaction? When you
Oh,
hold
I
the
could
door?
care less.
You can care less.
Yeah.
You hold the door for somebody and they don't say shit.
I don't care.
You
about
don't give the old, oh, well,
that. No,
you're welcome.
no, not really.
No. No, not say it to them, but like under your breath or anything like that.
You'd have to ask me when it happens because I don't remember if I.
Well, then probably. I feel like it's natural. Hey, motherfucker, couldn't say thank you.
Yeah,
Or not getting
when I
that
try
way.
to open the door for, you know, there was. I always, like when I'm with Emily, this is probably not even closely related. I always try to open the door for Emily.
Mm.
Always try to make sure, carry all the bags and everything out to the thing. I always did that.
Why do you do that?
Because she's my wife, take care of her.
Oh, yeah, you take her. Why do you do that? Why do you think that is?
Because she's my wife.
Because you're a fucking man. You're a fucking man. That's what a man's supposed to do.
I agree.
It's awesome.
I agree.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So I do all that.
Man. Yeah.
Okay. I do it more now because of one instance. All the time we were always together. I'll try to carry all the groceries,
Yeah.
open the door, all that, so she doesn't do anything.
Right.
I don't remember where, she'll remember this, but I was doing something, we were checking out, doing something, she went over and picked all the bags up, started carrying them, and I was finishing something, trying to get over to her, and this guy opened the door for her, as I was going out to go, walk out, he goes, "Why are you making her carry everything?" Piss me the fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
And she just started laughing.
Yeah.
Because I always make a point to carry everything. The
Right.
one time she took off with stuff, I get called out for it.
Right, right.
Yeah. Pissed
yeah.
me off.
Yeah.
This was many years ago, but
Right.
drove me crazy.
Right. Now, why do you think that pissed you off?
Because I always make a point to do that shit, and then somebody fucking comments on it.
Yeah, but why do you think it upset you?
It upset me because he commented on it.
But why the comment upset you?
Because he's noticing that I didn't do that when I make a point to carry this stuff.
Yeah. Why does that matter?
What do you mean?
Why does that matter?
What do you mean?
Why would that matter? Why does it matter who carries all the shit out?
Because I want to carry all the shit out.
Why is that?
We just covered this. She's my wife.
Right. And you're a man.
Yeah.
You're a man.
Okay.
So it's almost in a way he took a shot at you being a man, not being a man.
I don't think he was taking a shot.
That's why it
he was
pissed you
being a
off.
smart ass.
That's
And
why
it
it
didn't
pissed
piss
you
me
off.
off that he made the comment.
Yeah.
It's the fact that someone noticed that
Yeah.
when I always make a point not to.
All right.
And it gave her a chuckle because she knows I always do that. That's why she grabbed the bags and took off with them because I always try to carry the shit.
So it was her that pissed you off, not the guy.
No. The fact that someone actually pointed that out. The
Right.
only time I could not do that.
Right.
It's a
Right.
circumstance thing.
Right. But I just,
Where are you going
I'm
with
still
this
not
right now?
understanding is why it's so upsetting. Because I'm trying to get you to say because I'm the man.
Yeah, you're getting worked up over this.
Yeah. I'm trying to get you to say because I'm the man. That's why I carry all the shit.
Okay, Dustin.
Yeah.
I'm the man. That's
Right.
why I carry all that shit.
And
Does
that's
that make
why
you
you
happy?
got butthurt about it. Because it made you, for a moment, look or feel like a little bit less of the man that you are.
Okay.
Even though you know you're not, but it appeared to one person that you may not have been the man that you should be. Just because it appeared that way to one person, it upset you. I don't blame you whatsoever. Would upset me too. Matter of fact, we had an instant, remember we all went to the zoo in Washington? There was an instant where some woman went and grabbed the door before we got
I
there.
was there. I saw that.
And made a comment.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, made a comment because I believe Amanda was either carrying Austin or
She
pushing
was
the
pushing
buggy.
a stroller.
Pushing
yeah.
the stroller. I
You were
believe
standing
Emily
there
was
with your thumb
too.
in your ass doing
I was standing
nothing.
there with my thumb in my ass.
Yeah.
Okay, I may have had a zone off point, but I always make a point anytime to grab a door. But like you said, the one time you didn't, somebody saw it, and yes, it pissed me off. But
I
this
know
time,
I heard about it right after it happened.
this time, I don't know if this is better or worse because this came from a woman, not another man. So, I guess it would piss me off more if it came from a man.
Really?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? You think it's worse coming from a woman or a man?
A man.
A man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. But, you know,
'Cause I could have, you know, he was by himself. I could have walked out and said, at least I got a wife. You know, I could have said something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't take it like that. I took it as,
Yeah.
you know, he was being.
You know what you also could have said? This would have been real good. Yeah, she knows who the boss is. That's what you could have said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd have got me in trouble.
But no, I don't blame you at all. And doing that, like I said, doing those things, doesn't it make you feel good when you do those things?
Mm-hmm.
It makes you feel like you're being a fucking man when you do those things, does it not?
Mm-hmm.
When you carry the groceries in, do you try to get
Fuck yeah.
every fucking bag in the house in one goddamn trip?
Yep.
I mean, circulation's being cut the fuck off.
Arms hurting.
Our arms are hurting. Arms are hurting. And sometimes you got fuck with the key. Fuck with the key. And you're talking to yourself. Just work through it. Just work through the pain. You know, just work through the pain. Get it in there. And then once you get in there, you finally get to the counter or the table. You're like, ah! Yeah. Getting it up on there. I ain't making another goddamn trip. Sucks when you got cases of water out there, because you know you're ultimately into 3 or 4 fucking trips.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. You know, if it's all bags, you can make it happen. But there's cases of water out there, you're fucked.
That is true.
You're going back out there.
Yes, you are.
Nope.
Yeah. No, I try to get as much as I can. I do.
Yep. But no, going back to that door thing, I actually enjoy holding doors for people, because a lot of stuff I've listened to in the past few years, just being polite can make somebody's fucking day.
Yeah. No,
You know.
I agree to that.
Or make a period of time for them. That was good. That was well.
I agree to that 100%.
So yeah, I enjoy holding the door, but yes, it burns my ass if I don't get like at least a fucking smile and a nod, or at least a fucking nod, or at least acknowledge that I held the fucking door for you.
I could see where that would get annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my attempt to try to make somebody else's day, it has now pissed me off for a little bit.
Yep. I think people have gotten ruder. I
Yep.
do. I think people actually also have become more of a asshole drivers.
Right.
But not in the sense of like road rage and stuff like that. I think people, when they go to signal to get over, they don't bother looking or anything. They just get over.
Right.
Just making it your problem.
Right.
Same thing with merging. Like, take this road here for instance. You used to go down, everybody get in the right lane and get on by sheets, go to the highway. Now people, because there's more people in this lane to get over in the turn lane, now they shoot all the way down there, wait till they see one tiny opening, and then just jerk the wheel and get over.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I'll do that shit down here.
I'm sure you do.
I'll do that shit down here on 355. Yeah, well, that's what you're talking about. That right
No
lane.
shit.
Oh, dude, if that line is back to Pleasant, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'll fucking do it. I can't help myself. It's too hard not to. I've even done it sometimes where I'll go down to that light to go straight across and then go back behind sheets.
Yeah, I understand that. That's fine.
But
to get
That's
down there and then jerk yourself over in front of people, that's just so frustrating.
I'll tell you this. Every time I've done that, that's been my intention, to go behind sheets. But when you're going down there and you see that fucking gap open up,
but
fuck it.
Let's just get over the fucking lane like
Fuck
everybody
it.
else.
What are they gonna do?
That's the point.
What are they gonna do? Fuck it.
See, that's my point.
Fuck it.
15 years ago, you wouldn't have done that.
Why?
Because you didn't want to be like that.
Didn't want to be like that?
Yeah. Guarantee it.
That particular
Another
thing,
thing.
that's not something that really bothers
You
me.
know what other people do now? It's rudeness and laziness. Number one, people used to, if you're driving on the road at night and someone passes, you're passing someone and you have your high beam on, you turn them off.
Oh,
People
yeah.
don't do that no more.
Are you sure it's that?
It's
Or it's these new fucking headlights?
No. I know the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah. If you don't know the difference between the two, then you don't know what you're looking at.
I felt like I even remember that when I was 10. I was like, it's like everybody's got their fucking high beams on now.
See.
I felt like it was all the newer style headlights.
People,
That's how I felt.
Nope, you can tell the difference. Easily.
I ain't gonna lie, I've had any time at night I use my high beams, I'll have 2 or 3 cars that I forget to turn them off on. But I try to stay on it, and I'm usually pretty good about it. But usually every time I'll have at least 2 that I forget on. And I always, when the car's coming, it gets like that fucking far from me, you know, I'll turn them off just to acknowledge that that's my bad. You know, it's like, sorry. I don't know if they can actually read that from me doing that, but I make the attempt. And it's almost like an apology in a way. Turn the high beams off at the last second. That's I'm sorry.
Another thing that I think is going to get someone killed, well, probably has for all I know, and this just started, in my opinion, too. I've noticed it in the past 5 years. People, instead of, this is another way people are getting lazy, instead of pulling in your fucking driveway and get out to get mail, they pull on the other side of the road to lean out their car to get their mail. So they're now on oncoming traffic.
Yes.
People in front of my driveway that goes down that hill, when you pop over that hill, you can't see shit till you come down.
Yeah.
They will go on the other side of the road to reach out and get their mail instead of parking and walking over to get the mail.
All right.
Damn near killed people several times because they're in the opposite side of the road trying to get their mail instead of. I've never done that.
Yeah.
Never once. Never thought to do that.
That's totally ridiculous. That's totally ridiculous. Yeah.
I can't. That's how people do that. Is just beyond me. That's.
Hey.
And I see it all the time, and it's driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because someone's gonna get killed doing it.
Yeah.
And people speed more too.
Right. Why do you think they're getting lazy?
Because that's the society we're in.
What do you think's made our society so lazy?
Let's see. You want to start with let's see. Schooling.
Okay.
I don't care what. There's not a person on here can argue with me about kids in school being indoctrinated.
Oh.
Bottom line.
Absolutely not.
Everything
Absolutely not.
is you're being taught to be passive.
Yep. Yep. Being taught to be a bitch.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep. Don't fight back.
Yes, passive.
Don't fight
Be
back.
passive.
They are building weak men.
And if in another part of that also is if you are a minority, you're taught that you will always be second fiddle.
Yeah. You're being taught that you're suppressed from
Yep.
day one.
Yep.
So, just get used to it, and we'll take care of you.
Yep.
We'll fix it for you.
And they know they're not.
Yeah.
But if you beat it in their heads enough,
Yeah.
every kid in school, you beat it in their heads enough
Right.
to be passive, they'll be passive.
Yeah.
You tell a lie long enough, you start to believe it.
Right. Yep. They are building weak men. Because what can't weak men do, Joe?
I don't know what you're going to tell me.
I am going to tell you. They cannot stand up to the government. Or will not stand up to the government. And if they decide to, they ain't going to stand no chance. Because they're weak.
Well, I wouldn't say just government, but anything in particular.
Well, anything in particular, but the government's the ones that control schools.
I mean, the kids that are coming up nowadays, man, I feel bad for them when they get our age.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the country.
Yeah. And I feel like it's only getting harder to make a living.
Yes.
I feel like.
Think of it this way. When we went to school, we were go to college. That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Get your degree.
Yeah.
Right.
It still is.
It
pushed
is,
even
and
harder
it should,
now.
because you're advancing your education.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really pay attention, a lot of these higher education schools that are accepting applications for students, stuff like that, and these other jobs that people want after college that you would need that degree for, are now dropping those as requirements. So these kids that are working hard, getting to school to get that degree they need to work at that higher level place, those higher level places no longer require those type of degrees. So all this stuff that they're working for is no longer needed, because what are these jobs doing now that the government is trying to do?
Right.
Drop away and make everything more equal. So someone who doesn't, who drops out of high school, and is not as educated or hasn't worked as hard, still gets an equal chance to, and that's just not the way it is. I'm sorry, there's winners and there's losers.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah. It happens. It's just what's gonna happen. But I've always
If you didn't go to first off, if you didn't go to college or anything, it does not make you a loser.
right.
Like I'm not saying that at all.
Oh fuck no.
I'm just saying some people.
Hell,
are
I think
better, some
nowadays it
people are
almost
not.
almost could make you retarded
What?
going to college.
You better apologize.
What? What? No, they're telling.
No.
What I'm saying is.
No.
they're
Apologize to my mother first.
Oh, Miss B, I'm sorry I used the R word. I apologize. I thought he was all butthurt because I was putting down college. But now you don't make me forget where the fuck I was going.
Oh Jesus, that was good.
But no, you're right. It's like they're pushing them all to go to college regardless. It's like not even if you know what you want to do. Oh, just go to college, figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's like regardless of what you're trying to be, don't you have to go through 4 years of just, or at least a year of basically classes again that you had in high school? Maybe
Not
at
the
a
same
maybe
thing.
at a different level.
Different level, yeah.
At a different level.
Mhm.
But I always felt that maybe in more of a vocational way, it would be better to like start just fucking training for the job that you're gonna do right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Just like in our industry, when we do, somebody wants to be a mechanic, there's a school you can go to just to be a fucking mechanic. That's all you study, so you can become an expert.
Any kids that are trying to go, be a mechanic, find a shop. Get your experience at a shop.
Yes.
Not spend the money for the schooling.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Just
Because
wanted to kick that out there.
you get out of that shop, I feel like there's two things that are going to happen. What you're going to do is you're going to feel like a fucking know-it-all now. Like
Yes.
you went to the school, so now you know everything. So now what you're going to do is express that knowledge to the other guys in the shop that have been working out there for 30 fucking years. And guess what you're going to become? Very unlikable very fucking quickly. Because you don't know. It works totally different in
don't
here.
know shit.
You don't know a fucking thing. I went to, well, you did too. I went to CTC. Well, you didn't,
I didn't know.
pursue your field.
Yeah.
But I went to CTC for what I do, which is a career technology center, vocational school. They had an option for us in high school.
Great time.
Oh, yes.
Worth every second.
Great time. Great time. I went in there. I was there for 2 years. 4 or 5 hours a day. Come out to the shop. Get an actual job in a shop.
Thought you knew shit?
Thought I knew shit.
I know you
I
don't know
didn't
shit.
know a fucking thing. You know what's very common in my business? Blending into the next panel. Say you're going to replace a fender. You want to blend into that door. Why do you want to blend into that door? So that color matches perfectly. Never did that one fucking time in CTC. Now this is standard. This is almost every fucking job you got to do this in my industry. It was never shown, talked about, or anything in there. Anything we painted, we just painted that fucking panel, and that was it. So when I got out here, I didn't know shit. And in order to make money in this business I am in, you have to be able to hustle and be good at what you're doing. Whereas when you're in school, guess what? All the conditions are perfect. You always got the perfect or the best tools, the best materials.
Yeah.
You don't have that. This is the real world. You don't have that when you come out to the shop.
And he's talking about painting. Let me clarify. When you go to a school for mechanics, it's not they pull a car up in there for you to use and work on. If you're taking apart the rear assembly for drum brakes in the rear of a car, you have a brand new drum brake setup model on a desk, and you take that apart.
Now, how many times has a car come in here with brand new drum brakes already on that motherfucker and you had to replace them?
Never.
Never.
And also, what it also does for you is it makes you, for me, as a managing a mechanic shop, you're going to want to get a job. So you're going to walk into my shop, and having all that knowledge is going to say, I want more than what I'm worth.
Oh, yes.
Because you're not worth shit.
Yes.
But you think you are.
Yes.
And then I'm going to say, absolutely, I will, I'd like to hire you. And you're going to say, what job you have available? General service technician. I need you to change oil. And you're going to be very unhappy about that because that's not what you want to do. You want to be a tech, make all the money. Well, that's fine. You'll get there one day. But right now, you're down here. And that's where you're going to be because you might have book smarts, but you do not have shop smarts.
Yes.
You
Yes.
got to learn all that. That's what those schools don't teach you.
And guess what? That fictional kid you were just talking about, coming in here straight out of Votech or whatever. Me, not being a experienced mechanic, guess what? I could come right in here, get that same fucking job as long as I seem like a competent motherfucker. And I'm going to start at the same place at the same rate as you.
Mm-hmm.
Without paying all that money and going to that fucking school.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will learn from there, which is what you're going to do anyways. And even going to that school, the reason you went there is because you have an interest in this field anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And more than likely you're interested in automotive things anyway. So I'm sure you've been introduced to it for a while.
Yes.
And I would say a lot of men that go into the automotive field, I'm sure their dads were, mechanically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
So, they already have some, knowledge of that. And
If you're
guess
being a
what?
mechanic, you have some form of skill.
Come in, act like you got some fucking sense, and guess what? You'll get the job. You'll work your way from the bottom to the top, just like you will if you go to that fucking vocational school.
And if you work at a good shop, you can like working like here. If you are, young and still learning and all that, best thing that can happen to you is you get to work next to an A-Tech who knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And then that's how you get real skill and real knowledge. Because it's not just, you can be the greatest technician as far as knowing what everything is. You might be able to know every piece, every bolt, everything, how to fix everything. But if you don't know how to do it correctly with speed, you will make no money.
Yep.
Zero.
Yep. That's
So,
how I ended up where I am. The guy I started with, man, I think I ended up working with him for 14, 15 years. But, my God, man, that's who really taught me.
Yeah.
That's who really taught me. Don't get me wrong, vocational school gave me a basic understanding.
Yeah.
But really not any of a basic understanding that I had, previously, I guess. Because once I got there...
And we're not saying we're not talking about not going to college.
Yeah.
If you go to college, advance your knowledge in everything. That's what
Yeah.
college does. But I think people that go to college to get that fancy degree also find out when they get out of college, they have that 4-year degree, they go to that job that they really want, that they went to school for, and they get there, and they get in there and they get hired for the mailroom. Because that's where you're starting.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how book smart you are, you're starting at the bottom.
Yeah.
You don't walk in and start running the place.
Yeah.
You gotta go up the ladder.
Yep.
He's been to the bottom, I've been to the bottom, it's just
It's
work
just
your
the
way
it
up.
is. And guess what? Especially if you're going to be a mechanic, you're going to be in the automotive field, or even if you're going to be in the carpentry industry, or you're going to be an electrician, what have you. Guess what, buddy? Tools are expensive.
Yeah.
So now you're going to have tool payments on top of school loans as well.
Yep. Yeah, when you get that tool payment, Biden won't be there to bail you out either.
No. He saves that for the big car companies.
We're gonna call it on that next.
Yeah. We got to save GM, man. We ain't saving Joe.
Well, we'll talk to y'all next episode. Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No.
No, we're good.
Y'all have a good night.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
watching, everybody.